What's up, everybody? I finally finished putting the axles in my truck. Put the front axle in last weekend. I don't have everything hooked up yet. I've only got the bolts for that side. There's the old axle. Got a few people interested in it. I got it posted up for sale. Nothing wrong with it. Everything works alright. I just don't want this style. It's kind of aggravating trying to get it out of the truck. I put these lift blocks in it when I lifted the truck, and you can't just lift one side then do the other side because it'll kind of bind up. So I had to kind of do it all at the same time. But this one, when it bolted up to the leaf spring, it had these plates here, brackets, and they go on the bottom side, and the U-bolts bolt up to it. This side here, it already had the same style bracket, real similar. That was already welded on there, and the other side doesn't have one, and the brackets from the old axle won't work on it. It hits that little piece right there, so I gotta figure out what kind of, it's supposed to be some kind of bracket there, but I need to figure out what kind to put on it. But it is in here. It looks pretty good. Of course, I don't have the steering hooked up or anything. Another thing I did, I haven't talked about it any, but I recently met a guy that works on steering columns. It's pretty much all he does. So this truck originally had a steering column with tilt wheel, and I didn't really care about having that. So I ended up finding one in a junkyard that was a non-tilt wheel, and I couldn't get it to work for some reason. Just having all kinds of issues. So I ended up finding somebody that works on them. And so I took him this column, that's non-tilt wheel, and he sandblasted all the metal, painted it, put all new electronics in it, new wires and everything. This is all brand new. And on the, let's see, move this so you can see it. On the stock steering columns, got this bushing right here that's plastic, and the guy that fixed this one machined an aluminum one. It actually has a bearing in it, and so he fixed this one for me, and then took my steering wheel, which I got the leather one from this truck. Some of them were like I forget what they're made of, some kind of like foam or something, but he took my leather steering wheel and put on there on this column, because I got the cruise control and my key switch. So now all this works like it's supposed to. You got the button, you gotta push it, disengage it. I haven't installed it yet because when I carried it to the guy, I forgot this part. So he actually has the steering column out of that truck, not doing the same thing, but fixing this part. He's not painting it or anything. So this is on, that column has this piece. So I told him just sandblast and paint that part, then I'll put this on the other column, take the painted one from the other column and put on here. So I can't install it yet because this screws into the firewall, and I won't be able to get this part on, so I'm just gonna have to wait for it. Got a couple things going on. Got this, got the axles, and also trying to figure out what I'm gonna do about the engine for this thing. So I wanted to do an update on, I hadn't mentioned the steering column yet, I don't think, but I did get the axles in. I'm also working on this one at the same time. Like I said, he's got the column from this truck. And this one has a wheel bearing bed that was went bad a long time ago. See, this one, they ran it so long it just wore grooves in this axle shaft, so I know that's not any good. This is worn pretty bad too. At this point, I think I'm going to end up putting another axle in this truck, but I'm talking to some friends of mine that know these trucks pretty good, so they're going to see what we can do with it. When I pulled that wheel off, the drum pretty much fell off by itself, and all the brakes just fell off of it. I mean, literally just all the brakes just fell off of it. And this is what I found. Like all this just fell out, just like you just pulled a piece out and just dropped it on the ground. And all right, here you go. That's all that's left of the bearing. And this truck only has like 96 or 97,000 original miles on it, so it must have went bad pretty quick. They just kept on riding. And even the drum is just worn out. And it's just the sharp edge there. There should be a lot more on that. I think it would have started up right here. So all that is gone. But the brakes aren't too expensive for this truck, so if I can fix it, I can just get new brakes for it. But if not, I'm gonna have to get another axle for it. I gotta take all that off, just like I did on this truck. But yeah, got this project going on too. I wanted to do a quick update on it. I appreciate you watching.